Hey, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video, I'm doing a review of the Erin Condren Personalised notebook. So if you were to go onto their website and order one, it would probably look completely different to this one because you can choose from so many different customization options. You can choose 2 sizes, letter size or 7x9. This is the 7x9, which is my preferred size for planning. You can pick different covers. I chose this really pretty rainbow watercolor world map, and you can add your name or any other text that you want to it. You can even choose the coil. I opted for just the silver one because it costs more to pick like a gold or a rose gold one. Now, since I brought it a few months ago, and they only included about 120 pages back then. They've actually increased the page count now, so you get 160. So this at the moment is about, I'd say about 1 centimeter thick. So if you order it now, it'll probably be a little bit thicker because you get more pages in it. And they also reduced the price. It was around $20 when I got it, but they reduced it down to about $16 now. And they do have quite frequent sales. If you wanted to get one, then I would wait for a sale. So on the inside cover, they include this dashboard. It's also on the inside of the back cover as well. So if you have some whiteboard markers, you can write on there, make a list, use it for weekly planning, whatever you want to do. There's a couple of different page formats that you can choose from as well, like lined, dot, grid. I think it was just blank, and then this productivity one, which I really liked, so I opted for that one. Let's have a look. Little quote at the front, and then we go into the pages. So this is why I wanted it mainly. So when I use this, I'm going to do blog posts and then lists on this page. I've actually set up my week, which I'm going to show you in this video as well, on how I use this notebook. I just really like it when there's things that have a list inbuilt, and then you can put like 2 lists, a bigger one and then a smaller one, and then just nice open-ended lined writing space. One thing I will say, for all the hype about this mohawk paper that Erin Condren's always going on about, it's actually not that great in my opinion. As you can see, it's still see-through, and I have done a pen test as well, which I'll show you, and there was actually quite a lot of ghosting, especially with a lot of pens that don't normally show through on other paper, so I'll show you that soon. But let's look at the different colors. So normally they would have pretty like yucky colors back in 2014, back in the day when I got my first Erin Condren. I actually really hated the colors. They would have things like yellow and green. I don't know why you would ever combine those 2 colors, but anyway, they have much improved their colors. Look at this really pretty green. There's all different shades of green, pink, blue, orange, yellow. This nice teal. We go with the blue, teal again. Some of the pages have text up the top. There's like nothing down the bottom. Pretty like navy. Love this purple. Kind of get the gist. Okay, so this is how I've set up my week using this notebook. Now there's no tab, so I just used a paper clip. So on the left here, I have all of my blog posts set up, and then I've ticked off the stuff that I've already done. Usually I film videos like 2 or 3, maybe 4 weeks ahead. And then I have my to-do list and then my travel planning list. So because there's not much on that, I used the smaller column, and then this one, because there is, I used a wider column, and I used the friction stamps to create my own checklist, and then that one already has the little checklist things built in. So that's how I've used it. Now I did actually set this up a little differently initially. I was going to switch it around a bit, but it just wasn't working. So I went and chose another format. So I wanted to do pink, as you probably saw, different shades of pink. If I can just find the other one that I did, that I started and then abandoned, just so I can show you. There we go. So I originally had it flipped around. I had travel planning here and then to do. And then as you can see, it is a narrow column. So this I feel like would just be sort of your quick task list maybe, because I was already like filling it up, and it was all a bit messy with like blog stuff and personal, and then yeah, I didn't like it. So that's why I switched to the other format. So just keep that in mind. I will include the dimension of this column. I think it was around about like 1.5 inches. I include that in the review post as well if you're interested, or you're trying to work out how best to use this planner. So I'm going to use it for weekly planning, but you could use it for school or whatever else, project planning, etc. So if I just go to the back here, there is a sheet of stickers which are just blank, and they match all the colors used throughout those notes pages. And then on the back is that dashboard with the same, if I can just grip it, with that same write-on space as the front cover. And here is the pen testing I was talking about. So you can see all the pens that I use: gel, fine tip, ballpoint, all the usual, maybe stamps, friction stamps, highlighters. If we go onto the back here, see how there's quite a bit of ghosting and show through. Like, I understand the marker pens because they usually show through, but even things like ballpoint, like you can still sort of see it showing through. That's really bad. See the maybe stamps, even highlighters as well. So I was actually expecting better paper quality with all the hype about it, and like improved, but it's still a bit, it's not the best. It's good, but it's not great. It could be better. Also, I don't know if it shows on the camera, but it has a bit of a like textured feel. Like, it doesn't feel super smooth. It feels a bit sort of scratchy almost, which I'm not particularly a fan of. I mean, to each their own. Maybe some people like it. I just personally don't really like it. So I hope they upgrade their paper in the future, because this is a really nice notebook. Like, really nicely laid out. It's bright white paper. Just hope the paper quality and thickness improves a bit. See all the ghosting. Anyway, so that is my review of the Personalised notebook. I will have a link to the blog post which will have all the details down below if you wanted to order it. And if you don't like this cover, there's plenty of others to choose from as well. So I hope you found this review helpful. Don't forget to subscribe. I usually post a couple of review videos each week.